They stalk the borderlands between human and beast, between history and nightmare. They've haunted our myths for over 4,000 years, older than Rome, older than Homer, older than the pyramids. And buried deep in the records, even tales of holy werewolves who fought in hell to save the harvest. Tonight, we hunt the truth behind the werewolf. Our story begins in Mesopotamia, circa 2100 BC. In the Epic of Gilgamesh, the goddess Ishtar transforms a shepherd into a wolf as punishment, the oldest recorded werewolf incident. But the term lycanthrope, that springs from Greek soil. King Lycaon of Arcadia serves Zeus human flesh, a child's. Lycaon didn't do it out of hunger or necessity. He did it out of hubris, arrogance, disbelief, and scorn for the gods. In Greek myth, there's no greater sin than testing Olympus. Enraged, the god transforms him into a wolf. His garments became a shaggy coat, his arms and legs transformed. A howl tore from his throat. Lycaon becomes the prototype of the man who loses his humanity and turns beastly because of his own sins. In 2016, on Mount Lycaon, archaeologists unearthed a 3,000-year-old teenager's remains, evidence of ritual sacrifice linked to Lycaon's cult. Meanwhile, Herodotus, 425 BC, wrote of the Nuri tribe in Scythia, men who become wolves for days each year. Were they shamans, warriors in wolfskins, or something stranger? As the wolf's shadow spread, so did its legends. The Norse Ulfhednir, Viking warriors wearing wolf pelts, channeling Odin's fury. In the Volsunga saga, Sigmund and Sinfjotli don cursed skins, becoming wolves who slaughter until father nearly kills son. Then there is the Slavic Vukadluk, vampire-wolf hybrids haunting Serbia. The cure? Behead the corpse and throw the head into running water. The Mexican Nahual, shamans shifting into wolves or jaguars, not cursed but empowered. The French loup-garou, born from breaking Lent 7 years running. Louisiana's swamp-dwelling rougarou creature took the legend south. In fact, there have even been Louisiana rougarou sightings to this day, with a surge in reports between 2000 and 2020. In Cajun country, rougarou reports have been logged by sheriff's offices, often around sugarcane fields. Witnesses report glowing red eyes, humanoid silhouette, long claws. Some older residents still hang blessed charms on doors to ward it off, a tradition stretching back 200 years. If you had to face one of these, which would you choose? The vampire wolf, the berserker, or the swamp wolf? By the 1500s, werewolves weren't just monsters. They were heretics. And in medieval Europe, the wolf wasn't just feared, it was hunted. Gilles Gagné, 1573, confessed under torture to using devil's ointment to hunt and eat children. He was burned alive. Peter Stubb, 1589, Germany's werewolf of Bedburg, claimed a magic belt from Satan let him slaughter for 25 years. His execution? The breaking wheel, flaying, then beheading. Then there is the real-life case that felt supernatural, the Beast of Gévaudan. Autopsy reports from 1764 to 1767. While this French monster is usually described as a large wolf, post-mortem accounts noted strange features, unusually long fangs, a chestplate of hardened hide, and bullet-resistant fur. These details came from royal hunters and were suppressed in later retellings. But one voice defied the narrative. Thies of Kaltenbrunn, 1692. He claimed werewolves were holy. As hounds of God, they battled witches in hell to protect crops. His reward? 10 lashes for heresy. And Thies wasn't the only one that believed in holy werewolves. In the Livonian werewolf trials of the late 1600s, court records from Riga show multiple peasants claiming to be hounds of God, swearing they fought witches in the underworld. But behind some so-called werewolves lurked real human pathologies. Hypertrichosis, a rare condition covering the body in thick hair. Rabies, spread by bites, driving victims into madness, snarling, foaming, a disease that mirrors lycanthropic lore. Clinical lycanthropy, a delusion of transforming into an animal. Case studies describe patients feeling fur sprout, jaws reshape. In the 1990s, a fringe Soviet geneticist claimed to have found wolf markers in human remains from Siberian burial mounds, sparking modern werewolf conspiracy theories in Russia. He was later discredited, but is still circulating in paranormal forums. Do you think the science kills the magic, or makes it stranger? The 19th century tamed the beast into fiction. The werewolf of Paris became lycanthropy's Dracula. Silver bullets. Debuted in The Wolfman, 1941. Inspired by a 1767 French hunter who killed a beast with silver. Contagious bites. Folklore required curses or pelts, not bites. Hollywood's viral werewolf was born in 1957's I Was a Teenage Werewolf. Much of the lore surrounding werewolves came from Hollywood, but Hollywood did not always get it right. Full moon transformation. Petronius hinted at lunar links in the 1st century AD, but Hollywood cemented it. In Romanian folklore, eclipses were linked to werewolf transformations, not just full moons. Some villagers believed wolves could eat the moon, and a bitten moon meant more werewolves that month. Even today, in some Carpathian villages, older residents still perform small protective rituals during blood moons, a mix of Christian prayer and older wolf charms. The belief, more werewolves are born in eclipse months. Hollywood got the moon wrong twice. Hollywood has perpetuated the werewolf lore in more ways than one. One case in point is the Michigan dogman, which was first reported in 1887. Described as part man, part dog, with a chilling human-like scream and walking on 2 legs by the 2 lumberjacks it attacked. This incident became famous after a 2007 Gable film surfaced online, although later revealed as a hoax. Eyewitness reports still pour in from rural Michigan and nearby states. Modern takes stretch the myth. Ginger snaps tied it to puberty. Twilight made wolves vegetarian romantics. Yet in games like Skyrim, the Old Norse Ulfhednar still prowl the digital wilds. In parts of rural Poland, it was believed a werewolf spirit would guard cemeteries, hunting grave robbers, and even vampires. This flips the monster narrative into protector, another echo of the hounds of God. Still, these are all old tales. Surely no new werewolf has been seen outside of Hollywood films recently, right? Well, there is the Hull werewolf that has been sighted in the UK from the 1960s to present day, also called Old Stinker, a red-eyed, foul-smelling, upright wolf reportedly stalking the banks of the River Hull in Yorkshire. Sightings surged in 2016 to 2017, with multiple independent witnesses claiming to see a wolfman leaping a 9-foot fence. Its name comes from medieval legends of a monstrous wolf said to haunt the area. Then there is the shapeshifter of Ameca, seen throughout Mexico in the 1970s. Rural police officers claim to have chased a large wolf into an alley, where it turned into a man before their eyes. The man fled, leaving massive paw prints that shifted into barefoot tracks mid-stride. Still, retold in Mexican paranormal radio programs as proof of living Nahuales. The Beast of Bray Road from Wisconsin is yet another example. Reports came from farmers, drivers, even local police, with paw prints far larger than any known wolf. Witnesses described a 6 to 7 foot upright wolf-like creature with glowing eyes and massive shoulders. Sightings began in 1989, peaking in the 90s, but continue sporadically, including a few accounts in the early 2020s. One 2023 report came from a hunter who claimed to have seen it feeding on a deer carcass, then sprint away on 2 legs. Local police received enough reports to keep a Bray Road file. One deputy openly stated, "I don't know what I saw, but it wasn't a bear." The 2023 sighting ties into a sealed police file that contained hair samples with an unidentifiable DNA sequence, a file allegedly removed from county archives in early 2025. We should mention the Bray Road DNA hoax. In 2018, a man claimed to have hair samples from a Bray Road sighting. Lab tests came back unknown canine, until journalists discovered the lab was a friend's garage. The hair from a Malamute. Despite the debunking, online forums still cite it as proof the creature exists. But across 4,000 years, one thing never changes. The werewolf, whether seen as evil or holy, is not a creature from some dark abyss. It comes from within. Why does the werewolf endure? Because it's us. Our hunger, our rage, our fear of losing control.
You moron. Tonight I will kill all of you. I will kill all of you!
From Gilgamesh's punished shepherd to the teenage heartthrobs of the 2000s, the wolf changes shape, but never leaves our side. In every era, we shape the werewolf, and it shapes us. Which version haunts you most? Tell me in the comments, and join me for more deep dives into folklore's darkest corners. Until next moonrise, stay curious, and maybe carry silver.